There is a cry for holiness in this age. You see, holiness, it is our desires and greatest desires. And our prayer is simple. Make me like you, Jesus. Make me holy as you are. Holiness is not found in trying harder or in an action. Holiness is found in his presence. When you begin to get close to him, he sets you apart. You see, in 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 13 through 16, in some scriptures, it is entitled The Call. Peter says, prepare your minds for action. Be sober-minded. Set your hope fully on the grace of Jesus Christ. Do not conform to your former desires, but just as he who called you is holy, so be holy in all that you do, for it is written, be holy because I am holy. The strategy of holiness has to do everything to do with closeness, not action. Holiness is not about a behavior, it's about proximity. When you get close to him, you start looking like him. When you get close to him, you start acting like him. When you get close to him, you start forgiving like him. When you get close to him, you start blessing your persecutors like him. When you get closer to Jesus, the closer you are to Jesus, the more holy, his holiness becomes your holiness. This is the reason why Paul said that the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts. The closer you are to Jesus, the more you desire to be like him. In 1 John chapter 3, verse 1 through 6, it says, when Christ appears, we will be like him, for we shall see him as he is. Everyone who has this hope purifies himself as Jesus Christ is pure. This is why it is super important that your daily encounters with God, because when you remain in him, there is no room for darkness, no hunger for sin. The only desire you have is to walk in his purity, walk in him. Therefore, your prayer becomes the prayer of our Lord Jesus Christ. I could only do what the Father is doing. I see what the Father is seeing. You are holy not because of you, but because he is holy. The closer you get to him, you begin to look like him. The closer you get to Jesus Christ, the more you look like him. Holiness is not about striving, but about abiding in his presence.